I'm really happy to be able to do this because I've been doing spoken word. I've been teaching hip hop with kids and all sorts of things, and I don't have any pictures at community centers and that, and it's weird luck. But for years, I always show up and I'll lose my phone or I'll be too shy. I can get up on stage, but I'm too shy to actually ask anybody or tell anybody I forgot my phone and my camera. It's the strangest behavior. So I'm really happy to be here because I get to do something I've never done before, which is like attempt some beatboxing and stuff. But before we even get there, I'd like to share some of my spoken word. One of the communities that I concentrate a lot of my work on is Davenport Perth Neighborhood Health Center. So it's a community health center. It's a center I grew up in when I first came to Canada. My first name's Ikemesis, so I'm from Nigeria. That's a country in Africa. And when I first came to that community, it was incredibly neglected and it was very poor. It became more violent at one point in Regent Park. And I'm so proud of that community and the growth that I've seen there, especially in terms of the children's programs. That's why I always go back there. So part of this is putting together some pictures as a package for that community. So one of the struggles that I faced during my life was homelessness and poverty, and it seemed to reoccur throughout my life. And I was able to create a lot of awareness about this issue in the city of Toronto. So I'm going to read some poetry that I shared with individuals in my life. But I've never had the chance because as a performer, I've never been able to open up to that child that suffered through that. So for me to be here and share this with you, thank you for being here. So this one is called Amankara, and that's Celtic for my soul friend. Because there's a saying, in life you're going to run into so many of the same characters, and when you see them, they're like reoccurring. The person might seem different at first, and they'll say something, and you'll see yourself in them. So this one just starts, Amankara, imagine a bird trying to make a nest with no safe place to land in between the flights, no place to catch its breath or rest its heavy wings. Imagine its first home set on fire, its second destroyed by a flood of tears, a gust of wind from these invincible forces, its third home, perched high above the earth, now flooded by the rain and the tears inland. Now, the bird she flies to and fro, aimless, disorganized, confused, a twig placed here and there, small mounds like altars, confusion and fear, rocks in those hard places. It crushes the spirit, a bleeding heart, a fist in face to It demands tears, there's no comfort. It flies without stopping, for more than a minute to wash its beak. It fears the landing. It's terrified to come down of what might happen should it return. Should it land, those tired wings, those fractured feathers, my words fail me, I falter, I cannot express in this way. Through reading, it comes from the center. Suddenly I enter into my sacred space to divine, to prophecy, to tell you the truth about me, that I am not grown full woman. I am shaman and stick spirit when I communicate. I speak through tears, I speak through gestures. I speak infinitely, I resound, I rebound, I reverberate. I can make these walls shake, I can make your heart break. I can take everything from you and leave and I wouldn't care. Because I'm not afraid of your fear. Honey, I've been there. And that's me. No surprise, you look into these eyes. Don't call me traumatized. I'm not you. When I walk in, you leave the room. Maybe you see me coming. Maybe you saw me coming. Maybe I knew you from somewhere. It resonates, now I'm drumming. Amakara, imagine that bird. The bird of fractured feathers. Imagine the wolves. Imagine the places in between. like a cat on a branch. And you're sitting there saying, honey, honey, come down. Come down to what ground? See, I can't find my feet. Amankara. Imagine that verb. And then imagine it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You see, there's a thing that comes in and out of existence. That's why I tell myself it doesn't exist. I'm a thing that comes in and out of existence. So I tell myself, I don't exist. That's how I'm selfless, see? There's a thing that comes in and out of existence. You get it? I'm 32 years old, and I've seen the lotus. And I kept looking, and I kept looking until I cried out of the beauty. And then I stopped crying because of the emptiness. I smile not at the beauty of the flower, but at the emptiness. I'm 32 and I've experienced the lotus. I am a thing that comes in and out of existence. I don't exist. So there's that one.